Hello and welcome to a new video. Today's video is a follow-up from the previous video where I told you my selection of 13 colors, Neocolor II colors, to use for watercolor. So my favorite ones, or the ones that I would recommend for wet use. If you remember, the criteria that I used to choose these colors were that they should have good light fastness, because the watercolor layer of pigment is much thinner than when we use the Neocolor II dry usually. And the second criterion was to have colors with a certain transparency when activated, so that they didn't become muddy. If you want to know more on why I chose these colors, you can go back and have a look at that video. In today's video, I want to show you how the selection of these 13 colors plays together by showing you all the pairings. So I will mix all the pairs of these 13 colors. And here in the mixing chart, I will add more of the color on the column and a bit less of the column on the row corresponding to each color. Here you have the name of the color, the light fastness in stars. 3 means excellent and 2 means very good. And here you have the name of the colors. I will start by adding the dry colors, and then I will activate them with water. I've done the same exercise with the Museum Aquarelle pencils, with a selection of 12 Museum Aquarelle pencils. And Museum Aquarelle pencils are watercolor pencils by Caran d'Ache that are marketed as a watercolor in pencil form, and they have a very good light fastness in general, and therefore they are called museum, because they are meant to have very high quality museum grade colors. So if you want to see that, go back and have a look. Note that I noticed when mixing Neocolor II, of course, they are wax pastels, water-soluble wax pastels. So when you mix them, this waxiness still remains a little bit. So they activate very well, but they are a bit more pasty. They form more like a paste, while the Museum Aquarelle were dissolving and giving a much thinner liquid. So this is a bit the difference that I noticed in these two. And yeah, so let's get started, and I'll see you at the end of the video for a quick comment on this color chart. This color chart is gonna be available as a post on my YouTube channel, so for your reference. Now we are ready to start activating these colors with water. So finally we're done. You see how many possibilities there are in this palette of only 13 colors. So if I would do this again, what would I do differently? I would put a little bit less color in the cells of this matrix because as you saw, I needed to add quite a lot of water to activate all the color, and then there were the color was bleeding a little bit from one cell to the other in some cases, but nothing too bad. Yeah, you see also very nice color mixes. For example, here the violets, I like them a lot. The Bordeaux colors that you obtain. Here some earthy colors, some earthy greens. Also with the Toledo brown mixed with the Prussian blue, you get an interesting grayish color. Also here with the charcoal gray, you get almost some kind of granulation, similar to some granulation as well. So there is a very interesting variety. And yeah, one thing that I noticed compared to the Museum Aquarelle, here I needed to work a bit more with the brush to activate the color fully, and not everywhere it has activated completely. With the Museum Aquarelle, the activation was, I have to say, much easier, and the color activated much more quickly. But still, Neocolor II are quite good also for watercolor. If you have the opportunity to do such a mixing chart, I advise you to do so because I find it really relaxing, and it's you get interesting insights. For me, the most surprising part was this one, where I got this Bordeaux color, honestly, yeah. And also you notice which colors dominate in mixes, so you get a bit better sense of the proportion that you need to mix if you want to obtain a certain color. Very interesting color in this selection, I found this Toledo brown. Very, very interesting. Let me know here also in the comments if you have some favorite mixes or some things that surprise you. Let me know if you try this out, and I hope to see you soon in the next video.